Hi, Karen. Hi, Linda. I am, thank you. Headaches are no fun, and I don't get them very often, but when I do, they are doozies. Yes, Karen, you're here. Yay. So glad to see you. I'm going to wait just a minute or two because it is really dragging for me. I don't know if it took forever for you guys, but I'm going to wait just a minute. And Facebook is changing things, so hopefully I figured out this way to where we're not backwards, but if we're backwards, well, we'll just be backwards tonight till I can figure it out. Oh my, I like the warmer weather today. I don't know about you guys, but much happier with 40s. At least my hands weren't cold. But hope you're doing good otherwise. Linda, I hope I get to see you on Sunday. All right. Did I lose somebody? I don't know. I'm going to wait just one more minute, and then it'll be 25 till, and we will jump in. I'm excited to show you this super cute card. Oh my gosh, I didn't know I needed this celebration set, and I'm so glad I got it because it is so cute and so fun. Hopefully, okay. I will add you as a maybe. How's that? That way I count you in all the goodies that I have for Sunday. All right, I am going to go ahead and get started. Today is Thursday, January the 16th, 2025. And this is our Thursday Night Live here on DonnaStamps.com. If you don't know me, my name is Donna Schneitmiller. I'm an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up! Here in Louisville, Kentucky. And yesterday I celebrated my 21st year as a demonstrator. I still cannot believe how fast 21 years has gone by. It seems like yesterday, quite honestly, or maybe 5 years, but not 21. And who knew I would still be here doing it and loving it just like I always have. So anyway, thanks for being here. There is a lot going on in the Stampin' Up! World. And so I'm just going to very quickly remind you of some of those things and some of the things that are upcoming with me. And if you have any questions, of course, you can always reach out or comment here and I'll be happy to answer those questions. So of course, right now we have our mini catalog that went live last week, and oh my gosh, I am having so much fun with it. I did a preview a few weeks ago, and then last week I showed you what was in my most recent delivery. Lots of fun stuff. So be sure and check out those. And of course, if you're not working with the demonstrator and you would like a copy of the mini catalog and the celebration catalog, just let me know and I'll be happy to get those for you. Speaking of celebration, We do have a fun little brochure that has all kinds of goodies in it. And those things are free when you purchase $60 or more before shipping and tax, or $120 will get you either two $60 items or one of the items that is being offered, for the $120 level. And we actually played with one last week, which was the heart-shaped, I think it's called. And we made a card, which I'll show you again here in a second. During celebration, of course, there's other opportunities and ways that you can earn free product. And of course, the best one is to consider purchasing the starter kit this year during celebration. We actually have two options that you can take advantage of. One is just as amazing as the other. Of course, you get $125 in product for $99 plus tax-free shipping. And that's picking out whatever you want. And that can be from the annual catalog, the mini catalog, the online exclusives, the last chance list, the kids collection, any of those things you can pick. Now, during celebration, you have the option as well to do option one, which is to select two of the Stamp and Write marker collection. So there's four, one for each color family. You get to pick two of those. Plus, you'll receive an exclusive stamp set that is geared around those markers. That all together equals $216 in product for $99. Of course, there's absolutely no obligation to do classes or any events. You can just be a happy shopper. Oh my gosh. A happy shopper. For the next 6 months. You will have all the way, I did this the other day, January, February, March, April, May, June. So all the way through July. So if it sounds like something you're interested in, you have a long wish list. And of course, the cool thing is that during that 7 months, the brand new annual catalog and more online exclusives are going to be released. So you'll, as a demonstrator, be able to take advantage of getting all of those things as a discount and early, and they all count toward your minimum. And of course, at the end of that 7 months, if you haven't met the minimum, that's okay. You can just walk away and enjoy all of the product that you put into your kit. So if you'd like more information, just reach out to me and I'll be happy to answer those questions. The other option, of course, is that instead of the markers, you get $125 in product plus an additional $30. So you would get a total of $155 in product of your choice for the $99. To me, getting the markers is the much better deal for the cost. And of course, with all of the new stuff and all of the options that are coming up, of course, it's one of the best times. And I would love to have you join my little team of happy shoppers. And we just have a great, great time. So they're all the sweetest ladies. I just love them all so much. So just let me know about that. Now, I told you we have new online exclusives. We have new kits. We have new scrapbooking products that are in a scrapbooking brochure. And if you will look here on the DonnaStamps.com page, I have shared links to all of those brochures. Now, this will be the last scrapbooking brochure that is separate from the annual catalog. Moving forward, those will all be incorporated in the annual catalog. And then from what I'm being told, additional products will be released for the scrapbooking line through online exclusives. So let's keep our fingers crossed because I am very excited about that. What else? I have DSP squares because as every time we have a new catalog, I like to offer DSP shares where you can get a sampling of all of the brand new papers without breaking the bank. And you have until the 20th to take advantage of that. It is, let me see, my glasses are fogging up. It's 7 papers. 74 sheets of 6x6 plus die cuts because 2 of the specialty papers have these awesome die cuts in them. So we will be doing a sampling of those. It's $34 if you want to pick it up. It's $43 if you want me to mail it. And of course, it'll take me about a week or two to get everything situated for you. But if you're interested, there's a link out on my website, which is, of course, DonnaStamps.com, and you can sign up for that. With the new scrapbooking items that are coming out, I've been asked for several months if I was going to bring back a scrapbooking class and or club, and the answer is yes. It is starting this month. You can do it in person or to go, and there's no subscription. You just can come as you want or get the kits as you like when you come, and it's going to be 2 12 by 12 pages each month. It is $35, and that includes at least $20 in product with plenty of supplies left over that you can take home and make more pages with. So I'm very excited about it. I'm having a field day working with some of the the products to get these pages done. In some regards, yes, we'll use the scrapbooking kits, but in other regards, we will not. We will be using annual products so I can show you how to get the best bang for your buck and not only make cards with some of your products you have, but also to make your scrapbook pages. And we're tending to do 12 by 12, but I will show you different ways that you can incorporate the layouts into 6 by 6 or 8.5 by 11, whichever is your preference. So if you're interested in that, just reach out and let me know, and we will get everything situated. I'm trying to figure out how many people are interested, what's the best day, if they want in person or to go, and then I'll finalize all those details. So just let me know if you're interested, and we will go from there. Hi, Linda. Hi, Tracy. You got Happy Mail today? Yay! So glad to know that. I was at the post office the other day mailing yet another bunch, and one of the other customers at the window next to me was saying that he had mailed something right before Christmas or right after, and the person here locally, and the person still had not gotten whatever it was he mailed. And the clerk said, well, that's because we're still behind, and that we are currently putting through the system mail from the week after Christmas. So they're like, what, 3 weeks behind? So I was really worried, and I hadn't seen a lot of people saying, hey, I got my mail. So thank you, Linda, for letting me know that you got yours. That makes me feel so much better. So again, if you're interested in DSP shares, or you're interested in the starter kit, or you're interested in the scrapbook club, just let me know. In addition, today is the last day to take advantage of the January Club Cove. We are featuring a new stamp set, and I am very sorry if everything is backwards. I said this in the beginning. Facebook made a change, took away a setting that we could do during our lives to flip the camera. And so it appears, because I go by the D behind me, that whatever I did not work. So I apologize that it is backwards, but you will love this set. Like I said, it's called Spring Corners. I love the double fonts. It has a gorgeous set of dies that you can make borders and different things with. And we're going to be using one of the new re-released papers that has been recolored. And the cards are gorgeous. So I'm not going to show them to you because that's part of the surprise. But if you are interested in this, please let me know. Again, it is not necessarily a subscription. You can sign up for the subscription through Club Cove, but if you would like to get just this month, just reach out and let me know, and we'll get you squared away. But today, tomorrow is the last day to get those because I am going to place an order to get all the supplies sooner than later. Okay? And of course, that is 8 cards, 2 each of 4 designs. It is $30 for the kit or to be picked up, or it is $38 if you need me to ship it to you. Okay, what else? Our card buffet, of course, because the snow got rescheduled, it is going to be on Saturday, February the 8th. Again, 2 sessions, 9 to 12 and 1 to 4. And we're super excited. It's all birthdays. Okay, so birthday cards, birthday cards, birthday cards. So Cassie and I have a whole bunch of designs for you. It's $3 a card. And again, you can sign up and reserve your spot out on DonnaStamps.com. Christmas cards. Oh my gosh. Birthday card Stamp-A-Stack is coming up on the 26th. That is 16 cards for each of 4 designs for $25. Free with a $40 order. And if you're on my team, you get to come for $16. So literally $1 a card. Okay, another nice perk. All right, I think that's everything I needed to tell you. Yep, looks like it. Okay, so make sure you're commenting, saying hello, and let me know that you're here. I know, not good for getting our bills. Exactly, because if they're not coming, then we're going to get charged late fees, which is extremely, extremely frustrating. And you have to watch, because more and more companies, and ask me how I know this, I learned yesterday, I typically pay all of my bills either the morning of the due date or a day or two before, depending on paydays, because I no longer get paid every other Friday. I get paid twice a month on the 15th and the last business day of the month. So I had to kind of revamp things, right? So I had a bill due yesterday and I paid it at like 9:15 last night. I sat down here, paid all my bills that were due this week and into next week. Paid the bill, paid more than the minimum, twice plus the minimum. And after I posted it, or, processed it, I looked and the bill was due yesterday, the 15th, and we got charged a $40 late fee. I'm like, $40 late fee, it's due today. So I called them today to go, what's the deal? And certain credit card companies and even utilities now are starting to set a time frame. So if you haven't paid your bill by like 8 p.m., 8:01, you get a late fee. Even if you pay it at 8:15, it's still considered late because it's not going to post till tomorrow. Well, needless to say, I wasn't happy because that was never stated. It's not on the website anywhere. It's not on my statement anywhere. And they did refund the $40 late fee, but just be careful because that's a bunch of, B. That's just a bunch of B. I was so mad because I'm fanatical about paying our bills on time and, annoyed me. So anyway, that's your little tidbit for today. Okay, make sure you comment. Let me know you are here. Say hello. Whatever you would like to tell me, but let me know you're here. I put your name into a drawing, and we draw for the project we did on our last live. This is it. I love it. There is actually 2 different celebration items on this particular card. One is the heart-shaped bundle. Love it. And the other is this Bloom Impressions. I kept wanting to say Blossom Impressions, but it is Bloom Impressions. We're actually going to use it tonight as well. But I just love this paper. And this is in Blackberry Bliss, which is not a color I use very often. And here is the inside. Just love, love, love this bundle. So let's see who is going to get that. Okay. This is going to go to Ann Burnham. So Ann, I know it's backwards. I'm sorry. But that's going to go to you. And then, of course, if you share my video, which I greatly appreciate, please type the word shared in all capital letters, and your name will go into a separate drawing, and you'll receive a stack of cards from my stash. So let's see who's going to get that. And that's going to go to Linda McFarland. So Linda, I have your address, and I will get that out to you. Okay. Is that everything? I think it is. Oh, no. No. And then you'll see the host code. I know it's going to be backwards. It's posted here on the group. It's posted on my website. But if you use that host code and place a $35 order before shipping and tax, I always send you out a little thank you embellishment as a free gift. And this month it is the adhesive backed Pearl Trio. I just love the colors in here. You've got like a purple that could be Highland Heather, or even Fresh Freesia, or what's the other one? Petunia Pop, gorgeous. You've got one down here that kind of looks like Calypso or Peach. They're just gorgeous. So make sure you use the host code. If you forget, no worries, I can add it. But I want to make sure that you know about that option. Okay, so let me put the camera down. Again, if the words and things are going to be backwards, and I'm sorry for that, but I will definitely post pictures, of course, on here as well as over on the Creative Cove so that you can take advantage of that. And you know what? I forgot to tell you one last thing. And that is registration is open for my Spring Creative Escape. It's going to be on April 19th at the Marine Corps League here in Hikes Point. It is $50. It is from 9 to 6. It includes lunch and dinner. And there's going to also be an optional card buffet that day, which will, of course, be all occasion. And it's $3 a card, including your envelope, if you would like to participate. So space is limited to 32. People are already signing up. You do have the option of going ahead and registering and then paying closer to the due date, which is April the 4th. However, if you do early bird registration and pay by March 21st, you're going to get $10 in free raffle tickets. So again, all of that information is here. There's a link here on the group. In the Creative Cove, there's a link here on this page, and then of course the actual RSVP link to register is over on DonnaStamps.com. But take advantage of that. I'm all excited. I've already started getting goodies for table gifts and things, so I'm excited to have another one. We always have such a good time. Okay, I'm going to put the camera down, and then we will jump in. Okay, and again, I know it's backwards, and I apologize for that, but we will just roll with it, right? Okay. The host code, if you want to write it down, is UG93SYTK. Okay? Let me turn my board a little bit so it's a little bit straighter. Drives me crazy. I keep saying that I'm sorry about my thumb. I am going to try and do this other program, and I haven't done it yet, but I'm bound determined to do it. Okay, are we straight? I don't know. There we go. All right, we're going to jump in. So we are going to start with a piece of basic black. This is 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. Hey, Bonnie. You need a piece of basic white. This is 4 by 5 1/4. You need a piece of melon mambo. This is also 4 by 5 1/4. And this is embossed with another celebration item. This is the Starstruck embossing folder, and hopefully you can see it. I just love this imprint. And this is free with a $60 order. Okay. You need 2 pieces of Designer Series paper. Again, we are using the Blooms Impression. You need one that is 4x2, and you need one that is 4x1. And then you need a piece of basic black that is 4 1/4 by 3 1/4. And a piece of basic white, which is 4x3. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and burnish or fold and burnish our card. All right. And then we will we'll take our basic white for the inside. Where is my adhesive? And I'm just going to go ahead and run some adhesive across the bottom. And the stamp set we're going to use, I'll show you here in just a second. We're actually going to use another celebration set. I'll put that paper down at the bottom. This is going to go in the middle. And I am actually not going to stamp anything on the inside. And you will see why here in just a minute. All right. I'm going to take my other piece of Designer Series paper. And it is just going to lay straight away across the front of our embossed layer. And we could do either side. This paper, in this case, is the Melon Mambo on both sides, but I'm going to go with this one. Okay. And because it's embossed, I like to add just a little bit more adhesive than I would normally do. That way I know that it's going to stick. Now, a lot of people, and you've seen me try it, but it's not my friend at times, likes to use the liquid glue for this exact reason. And I'm just kind of rubbing it a little extra just so that I know it sticks. Okay. Next, I'm going to take some of the white and silver ribbon. And I'm not making a bow. I'm just going to stretch a piece across and do half of what I call a cheat bow. Actually, years ago, we had a lady who worked at the corporate office. Her name was Donna. And she called these Donna bows. But all I'm going to do is stretch this across and tuck it on the back. So we're not going to add anything additional to it. I just got to see where my section is. Now, and I haven't tried it yet, but I might. I saw another demonstrator who actually does not put adhesive on the back of her card. Oops, I want that up a little higher. She actually uses the tear tape and puts the tear tape across the back. Now, what I like to do is adhere it down, okay? And then I just grab some Scotch tape and I add the Scotch tape on each one because to me, that holds it down. Plus, it's a flat surface, so I can still add adhesive to it. All right, oops, and of course it slid, but that's all right. There we go. All right, now we're going to add this to our card front. And again, I'm going to add a little extra adhesive all the way around. If I can keep it from sticking to my fingers, okay. And I want that ribbon to be more to the bottom, okay? I'm going to add this. I love adding bright colors to black. I think it just makes it pop right off the card. Okay, I'm going to go ahead while I'm at it. We will add this to the inside. Now I'm actually pairing a celebration set and using the words from an annual set. And it's one that's kind of hidden. in the catalog, but I love it for all the words. Okay, so that's where we're at so far. Okay, so we have that there. Hey, Stella. So we have that there, and then we have, of course, our inside piece. But I just think that the black just sets the whole thing off, okay? I'm going to bring in my mat along with a piece of, what is that, grid paper, just to kind of protect things. I'm also going to do some stamping off, so this will help me, okay? The stamp set we're going to use from Celebration is called Pick a Season. I just love it. I didn't think I needed it, but I'm glad I got it because I'm seeing a lot of adorable cards, and I love the versatility of all the things that you can do with it. So we are actually going to be using the little hearts as well as our tree, okay? Now it's photopolymer. I'm going to bring in that piece of white, and I'm going to start with pecan pie. Pecan, I say pecan. I'm from Indiana. I've never said pecan. I don't know who and why that came about, but it is definitely not an Indiana thing. So I'm going to stamp the trunk of my tree in the middle down toward the bottom. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put the pecan away. Then I'm going to grab my tree top, okay? And the best way for me to tell you as far as placement, and hopefully, let me turn this over on the back and see if you can see it better, is that you want this little hook right here to be at the bottom, okay? So that is going to fit right over my tree trunk, okay? And I am going to do that in Granny Apple Green. So we're going to ink that up. And again, it's photopolymer. You can let the weight of the block help you pick up the ink, if you like. And then hopefully my head is not in the camera. Doesn't look like it. Okay, and then I am just going to stamp this right there. And I'm using this little trio down here as kind of a help for me on where I want to place it. And I'm putting that one leaf right here. Now, clearly I need to re-ink my pad, but it's kind of neat how it actually kind of gave me a variegation. Let me turn it around in the colors, okay? So I'm going to say, hey, that's okay, right? Now, I have a little bitty grass. Where is he? Here he is. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put two little grass right down here at the bottom because we don't want our tree to have naked space around him. All right, so that's all we need our Granny Apple Green for. So we've got this much so far, right? Okay. Now, and he's a little sideways. He probably needed to go over to the right just a little bit, but again, it's okay. Now, I'm going to grab the clouds and my pool party, and I'm just going to add a couple of clouds to this, but I want to stamp off when I do it because I don't want them to be overly bold on this particular card. And I'm also kind of moving them around just so they're not straight across, okay? Want to break those up a little bit, but fill in our sky, okay? So it's going to look like that, okay? All right, so next we're going to do Melon Mambo. And I have the three little hearts. And what I'm going to do is ink them up, and then they're going to be placed in each of the 6 openings. And you can kind of manipulate them a little bit to get them to fit in that space. Okay, so I can turn them in different directions. and get them to fit as I need them. I just love this set. Let's see, let's go. Let's turn him. And I do better if I turn my paper and kind of get things, sugar. All right, let's see how good I am. Keep your fingers crossed. Oh, pretty good. All right, and then we're gonna do one more right here. Oh, that's so cute. All right, so that fills in our little heart tree, right? And then I'm going to use the stamp set Choose Happy. And I'm gonna use the happy, and then the word heart, and then the word day, and add them here on the bottom of the card. So I have happy, and I'm gonna put that right here, like that. And then we'll add our little heart, and we'll put him here. And then we'll do the word day. And I'm gonna put that right there. All right. And that looks like this, okay? Then I'm gonna add that to my piece of black. There it is. And actually, I'm gonna move this out of the way. Because sometimes when I try to roll adhesive on my paper, it can't because it's too much cushion. All right, so we're gonna add him like this. All right, I'm gonna flip him over. Ooh, Donna, you better close up that pad before you put your hand in it. I'm gonna add some dimensionals. Now, I like to add additional ones typically when I have an element like this, but I'm going to do my normal 4, okay? And then I'm gonna add 2, and I'm gonna put them kind of in the middle, but I'm gonna leave a gap so that it can straddle that ribbon. Okay, so there's that. Take our backs off. And again, I apologize for everything being backwards. I will figure it out between now and Tuesday. Hopefully. I don't know why Facebook finds it necessary to constantly change things. Okay, so we're gonna add this right here into the center, just like that. Now you could tie a bow if you wanted. I am not gonna do that. I wanna just leave that little bit of silver peeking out, okay? But I am gonna grab some rhinestones and just add them in a couple of places. And the fact that I am over just a bit, I'm gonna put them over here and kind of fill in that space. And then I'll put one, I think I'll put it right there. All right. And there's your card. Now, this little set, as I showed you, has shamrocks. It has Easter eggs. It has little flowers. And it's very easy to switch this up. So, using all the same stamp sets, etc., I did change from Melon Mambo and Granny Apple Green to Old Olive and Summer Splash, pulled the same DSP and everything, and I made this one using the little florals, okay? and again, pulled the words for Happy Spring. So I just love this stamp set. It's so much fun. And you can kind of see in this case, after I did these, I thought, oh, they're a tad bit heavy, but it kind of tied everything in, but I like it better with the fainter, softer clouds. So you'll have to tell me which one you like best. Okay, and of course I'll post pictures of all of this up for you here shortly. So if you need the measurements, etc., you will have them. All right, so that is your card for tonight. I hope you like that. Again, it shows 2 different celebration items that are available at the $60 level. And again, if you need a catalog, just let me know. I do have the PDFs here on the page, so you can check those out as well. And if you need anything or want to sign up for any of the events, the club that's coming or the class that's coming up for scrapbooking, and or the Designer Series paper shares, just let me know and I'll get you taken care of. Everyone have a wonderful rest of your week, a nice weekend. I understand that we're going to have rain tomorrow, but the weather temperatures are going to be back where I like them. So everybody enjoy it as much as you can, and I will see you on Tuesday. Thanks so much, everyone. Bye-bye.